Alright guys, this is in continuation of the earlier videos that I made host regarding Vitis Unified IDE 2024. So we already created accelerated kernel application. This time we're gonna create where is the browser? Here it is. Yeah, so we're gonna create a host application. Um, Right, so let's start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start new component, and I'm gonna, earlier it was HLS, now it's gonna be application, right? So I'm gonna, give me a second, component name, let's make it host. So, yep, just give me a second. I wanted to show you something, just a quick reminder. Um, yeah, so right now we are going for host application, which so we already done with um, this one right here. So we're going for this one over here, host application, and the flow you're gonna get when you click the drop down menu. You're gonna get this host. We already have VAdd. Later on, we're gonna go for system project build, right? So this is what we are doing right now. This is already done. This is what we're gonna do, and this will be doing it later on once we are done with this in the future, right? So all right, so I'm going to choose the platform. Yeah, as you can see, we have this platform right here, UFIT 5C. Next, finish. All right, so what next? Okay, so we just created this application. This was we created earlier. Let's go to setting. Let's see, we have this where we choose the platform. If you want to change platform, we can switch right here. And as I mentioned earlier, this is VS Code based environment, and it's a cmake makefile approach. Earlier, it used to be an Eclipse based environment, right? Yeah. So this was an Eclipse based, as you can see right here. All right, so right now we just have, yeah, so we just created this host application. If you go to cd host, uh, yeah, so we have this JSON file, which is right here, and cmake text file, which is right here. We're going to modify this text file. When we compile, we won't be able to compile successfully. So first of all, let's add the source file, import files, and we're going to go to the example source and then host.cpp, right? All right, so we have the host file, the cpp file. Let's split the screen and we want to chat. Okay, right. Right, so let's build the, so we have this two drop-down menu as I mentioned earlier. Can go for VAdd or host, which we just created, and I'm going to build. And of course, there's an error. So there are a few things that I would like to mention here. First thing is the DevTools. the G++ that we are using is quite old. Uh, so we're gonna need to use this command right here, and we need to install this first, the DevTools 12, and let me DevTools. Yep, so this is the command. If you're using this is Linux, Red Hat 7.9, and then you need to enable DevTools, something like this. Otherwise, you keep getting errors, something like this when you run the command to compile the source code. So this was I made a video for terminal-based approach earlier as well, um, which you can see right here. Um, so this is the underlying command. Whenever we press the build button, this is the underlying command which is running underneath, right? So yeah, this is very important to install. It's very important to install this and enable this. And the other thing is the switch. For example, um, where is that? G++ wall. Mhm. Yeah, I'm looking for a library linker. I don't remember which one. Okay, let's try this. This is the one, I guess. Um, yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the make file and look for the flags and library linker section. Library link library. Yep, here it is. I'm gonna include this right here. Right, so let's save it and let's build it again. Yep, now I think it's able to compile, build successfully, and we should be able to see the executable file. Let's see. Um, this is the host file which we just added, the source file, and this is the build, and we just modified the text file which is right here, and this is host cpp right here. By the way, this is very similar to NVIDIA GPU CUDA programming. Like, wait, let me show you what I meant. Yeah, it's very similar. For example, this is again a VAdd, adding two numbers example. Similar to that, this is the parallel addition in GPU, memory allocation, and copying to the CUDA memory and the VRAM and all those things, and execution parallelly, and writing it back, reading it back. Very similar to the host application right here, right? Um, anyway, so we're gonna go to cd build, and this is the executable file right here, right? Uh, okay, let's check it here. Build. Yeah, so this is the executable file dot slash. Yeah, so we have our executable file. Cool. Right now, definitely it won't work. Um, Yeah, so this will, we need a axial bin, right? So that's the next step which I was talking about, which is, so we have compiled the source file, the C++ kernel file, to an RTL, which we did earlier in earlier videos. Now we have the executable files of the host compiled from this host.cpp C++ file. Next, we're going to generate this axial bin files, and that's the video that I'm going to make the next um, session. Um, yep. So this will be the system project, right? That is the next step. So file, new control system project. So this will be the next video. That's all for this video. Anything else that I missed? I don't think so. Yep. That's it. Ciao, guys.